Alright, so in this video we are going to look at how we can change the port number that the XAMPP uses. The problem comes when you have MySQL and XAMPP both installed on the same PC. They compete for the port number 3306. So in this video we will solve that problem. We will solve it by changing the port number that the XAMPP uses. Alright, so to do that you need to get XAMPP installed and opened like this. Make sure that you have only one instance of the XAMPP opened. Alright, right now that we have our XAMPP opened like this, you click on the config, this button, config. So mind you, right now we have our XAMPP running at port 63948. I change it by default, it will be running at port 3306. So I just change it to this, and we will also change it again to another port. Fine. So to do that, you have to first stop the services, all the services. Just stop them like this. Now that I have stopped all the services, I can continue with the configuration. See that right now I don't have any port number here. It means that the services are not running. Fine. So to change the port number, first click on the config button here. You have this window. Click on this button, service and port settings. Click here. Now you have access to this window. Normally you have Apache selected like this. So you have to click on MySQL. Then you will get access to these values here. It is more likely that you will be having 3306. So you change it. In our case, we will change it to 63947. Port numbers around these values are always free. So the highest port number you can get is 65535. 65535. So this is within the range. It is not always advisable to use port numbers between 0 to 1024 because those are normally used by other equally important programs. Fine. So right now that we have changed from 63948 to 63947, now I can click on save. Then I have to click on save over here again. Now we need to, after we are done with this portion of the configuration, you come to this side where we have the MySQL. On the same row, you get config, the config button. You click on it like this. Then you choose my.ini. You choose it, you click on it. It will open a file like this. Here you look for your password, this line, and below it you will have a port equal to this line. So you can change this number to your desired value. So I'll change it from 8 to 7. After you had changed this one, you have to change it over here again. You scroll down a bit, and after this line you will see this one, default character set. After this line there is a port equal to this value. So this is the desired value that you have to change to. So I'll change it to 7. You can change the entire value to any port number that you want, but I am making it 63947. Now I am done. There are other port equal to 3306 down there, but we are not interested in them. Only these two instances of the port will do the work for us. So we close the file. You can do Ctrl+S to save whatever you've done, or in some cases when you try to close it, it will prompt you to save. In all cases, you save the file. Fine. Now we have configured this side, and then we have also configured this side. It has left with one more side, then we are done. You click on the Explorer, this folder here, you click on it. It will open a lot of folders over here. You look for phpMyAdmin. You open that folder. Then you look for config.ini.php. config.ini.php. That file, you double click to open it, or anyway you open it. Once it is opened, you look for this line, bind to localhost IPv4 address. This is a default configuration, so in your case this line will definitely be there. Below it you have this IP address. In your case this will not be there, so in your case will be like this. This will be how yours will look like. So over here you add semicolon, then you type the port, your desired port number. Mine is 63947. 63947. Make sure that whatever port number you gave at the first window corresponds to whatever you put here, else it will not work. So in my case, I changed it from 48 to 47. So the same thing has been placed over here. Now you can do Ctrl+S to save the file, or when you are closing it, it may prompt you to save. If you don't get any prompts, no problem, it has been saved automatically. Fine. This interface that you see here opened because I have been using a VS Code and I had already opened the IDE. That is why it picked it and it has added it to. You can see a lot of files here. They are not important. The only important thing is the config.ini file, which we have currently open. So in your case, you open it as a single file and you will only have these things here. You will not have a lot of other files over here. Yes, so you only look for this line when you double click on the file, and then you change it, whether you use test notepad to open it or whatever editor you use to open it's okay. You just look for this line, then you change this side, you add semicolon and then your port number, then you close it. Now we are done. So now that we are done, you need to test it. So you will now start the first server, the Apache server. Now it has started. So you start the MySQL also. It has also started, and check. We now have 63947 as a port number. So to conclude, you click on the admin to see if you have your databases and stuffs there. Now you see that we have successfully changed the port number, and if you check this line, you see that it is actually connected to this port, and we have all our databases here intact. So thank you very much for watching this video. This is all what I wanted to show. Thank you very much.